through your freedom.
Cut the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Welcome back, sports fans. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's dig in, shall we? Grab a hot dog and a beer and let's talk. How's that, Tim? Yeah, well, it is SHTF, but we're going to involve a little sports, so I thought I would use that little sports fake intro there. Hey, the jibber jabber, it's coming from the radical left. Now, this is incredible, folks. This really does involve both sports and guns, right? A Major League Baseball team decided it was going to make a political statement regarding guns. That's right, folks. Major League Baseball, imagine that. National Football League, imagine that. The NBA, imagine that. They'll say whatever they want politically in America, but hey, guess what? They won't say anything about China. No, no, no. They won't make any words, anything about China, because they get the money from China. Millions and billions of dollars or yuan come out of China and support Major League sports. Funny how they'll suck up to China, how they dare not offend China, how they will even come out and apologize to China. But you America, you pieces of shit, they don't care about you. So Major League Baseball team comes out, makes a big stink about guns. Oh, whoops, this was done in the great state of Florida. Governor DeSantis decided he was going to veto millions of dollars that was set aside for that team's possible training facility. So, Major League Baseball, you want to publicize yourself? Yeah, as sports teams, you bet you'll be supported. You want to politicize yourselves, put yourselves on one side or the other of serious domestic issues? Fine. Take away their giveaways. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Governor DeSantis, for once again standing up and saying, you know what, it's time to put an end to supporting these idiots. It's time to start thinking about reality. Sports is not reality. SHTF, that's our reality. And by the way, why should Florida taxpayers be subsidizing Major League Baseball anyways? The professional sports players get paid millions, folks, every year for chasing a ball. The teams and the league make billions of dollars every year. And a lot of that, comes from China. But they want us to pay for it here. Well, yes, folks, indeed, the sports complex that was being looked at as a spring training session or spring training field, it was to be built for the youths of Florida to use. But it was assumed that the Major League Baseball team down there in Florida by Tampa, they were likely going to use it also. Would they have paid a fee to Florida, to the government for using this facility? A tax, if you will, to do so? Or would Floridians let them use it for free because, Major League Baseball, we're just so excited to be kissing their asses? Well, it's taken off the table. DeSantis vetoed that, right? And yes, there is a coming recession after all, and all the big shots in economics and finance are saying it is coming. And yes, Biden has guaranteed this recession that's coming. It's coming. And he promised us a painful transition away from oil as our energy source that fuels our lives and fuels our economy. But Major League Baseball wants a free ride and the ability to piss on us. Oh, well, I don't like that a bit. DeSantis, hey, right, he cut all, what I say is cut all taxpayer collected monies that would be spent on non-beneficial things, right? Do it, DeSantis, cut everything that is pork, fat, stupid, right? I have me personally, driven by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sports complexes in my life across this nation, whether they're for kids, at schools, at colleges, and in every case, they sit dormant, empty, unused, seeing just a few hours a week used, if that. And they're all paid for by who? taxpayers. They may pay a little fee to use the field, but you think that covers all of the costs? Does that pay for the value of that land? You know, hey, if you belong to a country club, a golf club, guess what? Oh, members pay. But, you know, Major League Baseball, they don't want to pay, I'm sure of it. Folks, this is about money. This is about taxpayer money and where it is to be spent. Coming into a massive recession. Maybe those fields for sports should be planted with food, since these same political leaders and financial and industrial leaders have promised us a recession is coming. So why not plant them with food? Or how about build a power plant to provide us what we need first and foremost, and leave the sports entertainment to play on the fields and in the stadiums that are already in place, already built, already paid for, and should be supported by the money paid for by users and spectators, right? We need energy. They're cutting our fuel supply. So shouldn't we build power plants and spend money that way instead? We need food just to live. Isn't that a little more important than watching, crumb crunchers or Major League crumb crunchers? And now, folks, back to guns. If the woke Major League Baseball wants to ban guns, then let every player in the league lead by example and turn their guns over to the police. Give them away. Do it publicly. Make a political statement. I will feel safer, for one, knowing that these leftist sports dudes aren't out strapped with their nines, ready to bust a cap on somebody at a nightclub, right? Major League Baseball should also lay off all armed security guards and replace them with nice little old ladies distributing flowers and Prozac to keep everyone happy and calm. But they won't give up their security, folks, their armed security. They won't give it up. See, they're just another example of elitism and guilt. Elitism and guilt. You know, they want us to spend money because, you know, having a sports team in the area really draws a lot of business and a lot of tourism, and it really creates things. Actually, it doesn't. It is shall we say, a symbol of pride. It is a symbol of prosperity to have a major league team or even a minor league team in the area, right? It does provide some entertainment, but at great cost. And that's just a fact. If you want to see an example of how sports is a burden to society, check out the Olympics. How much it costs to put on an Olympics by a city or a nation and what they get out of it. Right? It is a spectacle of sports. And it is also a spectacle of financial stupidity and, shall we say, bribery and graft. And, you know, someone's going to make money on it, but it's always the taxpayer that foots the bill. And we, the taxpayers, right? We, the people, shouldn't we come first in all of this? I think so. I really do. This idea that sports is so important, I think they've lost that argument. In America, we've had it with politics and sports. Our once great circus in the world of bread and circus has been ruined by the very Caesars who want to use it to control us. And the bread of bread and circus is being affected by the very leadership that would like to control us. This is a change from the Roman Empire of using bread and circus to keep the people pacified and to keep them distracted. They've changed their game plan, right? Or they've gone all the way past where bread and circus is useful, and we're now in the decline of the civilization. And that's why they're pushing their great reset. And standing in the way of that is America. Standing in the way, right, is our Second Amendment. Standing in the way is our First Amendment. The ability, the right to speak and the right to defend ourselves and our nation. They don't like it. So that, I think, is why they're taking away our entertainment, instead spoon feeding us politics with a ball or a puck. It's incredible what they're up to. They're taking away our food to punish us, our energy, our comfort, our standard of living to punish us so hard and so bad, right, that we give. That's what they're up to. Doubt me, right? Stupidity, folks, by the home team. That's what we're witnessing. And you and I, like any other taxpayer, are going to pay for this sport. Chance favors the prepared mind. Get your food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Get it in order. Get your house in order so your home team does as well as possible in the coming SHTF late innings. Chance favors the prepared mind. Aren't you glad you are a prepper? Share this video with others. People need to wake up, see what's happening. They're waking up. They need information. People are begging for it. Help them out. And thank you for helping support the Prepared Mind Network by sharing, by subscribing, by liking, and by joining us on Patreon at The Prepared Mind. I'll be back for the zoo later, so get your questions ready if you're on Patreon. And join me live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll see you again Sunday Night Live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Godspeed. Semper Fi.